One of us is going to win $100 from the other one, who will be relieved of that $100. We're talking baseball, which, I don't really have a lot of baseball knowledge, except that I know that Shohei Ohtani is maybe the greatest of all time already. Is that possible? Based on that one game alone, like the best game in the history of professional sports, right? Like there's no NBA equivalent, there's no NFL equivalent to what he did. Is that right?
I don't know if that's true or not, but it's got to be one of the top 10 greatest performances of all time in American team sports at a minimum, and maybe it could be the greatest. I haven't thought about it hard enough.
For those who don't know, an important playoff clinching game. But sure, it was a playoff game to get to the World Series.
It was a playoff game.
Yeah. He hit 3 home runs while being the starting pitcher and striking out 10 batters and pitching 6 no-run innings, right?
Is that something like that? They allowed one run for the whole game, so yeah, he did very well there too.
I mean, that's like the equivalent of like a 30-30-20 game in the NBA, I feel like. It's like something insane.
I mean, Wilt Chamberlain had games where he did like 80 points, 50 rebounds.
Those stats are all made
assists.
up. The Wilt Chamberlain
That's
stats.
what they're going to say in 20 years.
It's like some guy at a racetrack who's let's just put down Wilt for 81 over here, and then we'll put down, 28 rebounds over there.
That's what they're going to say about Shohei Ohtani. What do you guys think about
McCarthyism over here? Hey, that's what it's like.
Are you selling newspapers on a street corner as a 12-year-old? Is that what you are?
No, the newsies, they eventually grow into the guys who just wear the hats with the brims and they live at the racetrack and they're always talking about stuff that they don't know about. And they're like, Wilt Chamberlain, 14 assists. I don't know what an assist is. I never watched a basketball game in my life. Who's your favorite horse? Secretariat looks pretty good. Stuff like that.
Yeah. As opposed to the fully analytical situation we have now in sports, where people still think it's a bad idea. You got to watch Big Perk's top 10 most need in the balls players of all time or whatever, and who are Brian Windhorst's top 5 NBA MVP candidates, who just takes like the DraftKings odds and copies and pastes it. Fair enough. Troy Aikman still doesn't like it when teams go for it on 4th down. I appreciate that he says it and doesn't pretend otherwise, but he is not convinced at all that going for it on 4th and 2 from like the 36-yard line is a great idea. He thinks like a 50.
All right. So we both don't like baseball that much, so we're talking about other sports, but we're supposed to be talking about baseball.
I forgot all about baseball. Right, the World Series.
Yeah.
Blue Jays, it took them 7 games to get here. The Dodgers are the reigning champs. They swept the Brewers in 4. They outscored the Brewers something like 27-4. The Brewers scored 1 run in each of the games. I know that as well. So Shohei Ohtani may have gotten more RBI in that one game than the Brewers did in the entire series. It's pretty rough. I think the Dodgers are the clear favorite without really knowing. I haven't looked or anything like that.
I imagine they're a bigger favorite than the average in the World Series, maybe by a lot.
Oh, yeah. They were clearly one. I think they were the best team in baseball coming in, although there's different metrics for that. But if you just looked at odds, and if you coming into the playoffs, and you modulated that for the teams that got the bye versus the teams that didn't, because the Dodgers didn't get a bye, the Dodgers had the best odds based on that. Like if you assumed half the time they were going to get through their first round series, they had the best odds.
Can we go on a little bit of a baseball rant based on this? Because the Dodgers are a great example.
I suppose.
Like baseball is, to me, a relatively uninteresting game just to watch in general. I guess going to the park is fun. Playoff baseball can be fun. But the entirety of the sport is ruined by the lack of a salary cap, and the teams can just buy dynasties like the Dodgers are doing right now, like the Yankees always do. Like, it's ridiculous. How is that enjoyable as somebody who is a fan of the sport? If you're the fan of like the A's or a team like that, like you need to have like this generational Billy Beane moment in order to have any chance at all, where somebody figures out something that nobody knows and can find players that cost $2 million instead of $50 million and make it work. It's ridiculous.
Okay, I completely agree with you, but I think the answer to how are people a fan of the Las Vegas A's?
I guess
are going to be the Las Vegas A's,
yet.
But whatever they've been. The Oakland A's is up until recently. Or all the Pittsburgh Pirates, teams like that have very little money, and so can only compete once every 10 to 15 years in a serious way, it seems, give or take.
Yeah.
The Marlins are a good example of this, too. I think the answer is you actually love baseball, and you actually care about baseball, so you love watching it even if your team is bad. You're not really watching them to win. You're watching for the experience of rooting for someone and enjoying the game. Now, I can't relate to that. I think baseball is a pretty tough watch unless I have money on the game. If I have money on the game, I enjoy it, and I can get behind it. But otherwise, it's so slow. Even though they've sped up the pitch clock now, there's a 20-second pitch clock, and they can only throw over the first base 3 times per batter or per base runner. Otherwise, they just get awarded the base. That's really good, but it's better than it used to be to watch. And they have the strike zone now. You can always see exactly if the pitch was in or not instead of just sort of guessing like the way it was when I was a kid. Still, it's a super rough, slow watch. It's mostly you watch a pitcher throw the ball to the catcher throws it back, and I can't get there, man. I know people can. I can't.
Forget all that stuff for a second and assume that you enjoy the game. Let's pretend it's the NBA.
Okay.
Let's remove the salary cap and just know that when Victor Wembanyama's rookie contract's up, he's either going to be a Knick or a Laker because they have more money than everybody else, right?
Right. You're saying as if it was that, right?
Yeah, that ruins the game, right? It's
yeah, absolutely. No, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Cubs. There's probably others, but I don't follow this. I guess the Phillies. I don't follow the sport well enough to know. The teams with the most money definitely do better every single year than the teams with less money, not surprisingly. The Yankees haven't won a World Series in something like 11 or 12 years, but they always make the playoffs, so they always have a chance. Same thing with the Dodgers. Same thing with the Phillies, I think. Same thing with the Cubs, I believe, right? And so then you have the few stragglers who are fighting among the teams that are essentially in regulation, right? They've been regulated down to the lower money tier, and they're all fighting for the 2 or 3 spots that are left. And yes, once in a while, I know the Red Sox are bad or the Cubs are bad, and they didn't make the playoffs this year, and it's such a big deal. But that's kind of absurd, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to the NFL or you're saying the NBA, where it's maybe isn't perfect, but it's much, much closer to all teams can win. Oklahoma City just won the title and is actually set up to win the title for the next several years now in the NBA. That's pretty incredible.
Based on good management, not based on money.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, not based on money. They are paying a lot of money,
SGA would
but
be a
that's
Laker
fine.
or a Knick already if they could pay twice as much as anybody else, right?
Or a Miami Heat or a Chicago whatever.
Right.
But yes, that's exactly right. And in fact, we saw a little bit of that for a while, right? In fact, we still see a little bit of that in the NBA, where players sometimes do force their way out of the smaller cities to go to the bigger cities because there's more money in it for them with shoe contracts and endorsements and things like that.
Right, but it's not nearly the same.
But Giannis is still right. Giannis is still in Milwaukee. Jokic is still in Denver. SGA is still in Oklahoma City. Okay, Durant left Oklahoma City. That really kind of ruined the NBA for a while, if you ask me. But it is much, much better. And of course, in football, we really see the stars stay around in football. Once in a while, Dallas trades Micah Parsons. But essentially, you get your star quarterback. They don't leave. They just never, ever leave, right? Eventually, the teams pay them whatever they have to pay them, and they stick around. And that's how it should be. I agree. I stopped being a fan of baseball many, many, many years ago because of this exact thing. I cannot handle the lack of competitive balance. I care about team building, and I can't get it in baseball because it's just whoever has the most money. You just keep throwing money at stars, and eventually it works out. I'm not interested.
Hey, Jones, I need to know how much I need to root for the Blue Jays here. Can you tell me what the Blue Jays payroll is and what the Dodgers payroll is? I would like to know because the bigger the discrepancy, the harder I want to root for the Blue Jays based on all of our philosophies.
It's going to be a pretty big discrepancy. They're paying Ohtani $70 million a year.
Yeah, I know.
Forget it. What's is the Dodgers payroll more than 150? I don't know at all, but it might not be. You
mean the Blue Jays?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, the Dodgers is $240 million or something.
By the way, lots of
crazy,
sadness in my region of the world based on the Blue Jays being there because the Mariners, who were founded in 1977. Have never made the World Series and were one game away.
Really?
And they were up 3-2 also. So
yeah, they had 2 shots at it
Yeah.
and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But Jones, you got it?
Yeah, it's about $100 million difference. So Dodgers are projected to have a $350 million payroll this year, and the Blue Jays are projected to be $255.
So the Blue Jays are probably some of the bigger spenders in the league too.
Yeah, what's the team with the lowest spending? Go find that out.
Go do it.
I love putting
Jones, hurry
I love
up.
giving him tasks. It's like having ChatGPT, but it's a human.
Yeah, and it takes longer.
It is. It's much longer, but maybe more likely to be correct.
Washington Nationals have a payroll of, that can't be right, because that right?
Just say it. Say it.
47 million.
Oh my God.
So there's 350 million and there's 47 million. That is fucking ridiculous.
That's problematic.
Absurd.
That's really problematic. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So we've explained
Let's
why
find out the
we
bet.
have problems with baseball. Let's bet on it. Why not? Jones,
Great.
Let us
I'm all
know
for it.
what we're betting on regarding the World Series.
This video is going to do really well. We make this video to be topical so all the baseball fans might watch it, and all we do is shit on their sport for like 7 minutes. Like, oh, I'm definitely going to stick around to watch the end of this. So this video is going to
As long as they stuck around
gangbusters.
long enough to count as a view, I don't give a shit. You know?
Well, 1 second counts, so fair enough. All right.
All right. Well, so I think it's kind of interesting this year because you were talking about how the Dodgers are favored and the Blue Jays maybe are kind of an upstart team. And the Dodgers have this really prolific home run hitting team. They were second in the majors in home runs. The Blue Jays also hit a lot of home runs. So how many home runs? Your question is how many home runs are going to be hit in this series in total?
Wow,
both
that
teams.
is challenging on several levels.
Yeah, I don't even know what to expect from a typical baseball game.
Let's get some more data. Let's get a little more data from Joe's. Do you have a sense of like how many home runs these teams are hitting, so we have something to work off of? Great.
Yep.
Tell us
So
that.
I'll give you two pieces of information here. The first is the past three World Series. The 2024 World Series, Dodgers-Yankees, there were 16 home runs hit in the series, and it went 5 games. In 2023, it went 5 games, Rangers-Diamondbacks, and there were 11 home runs hit. And in 2022, it went 6 games, and there were 13 home runs hit versus the Phillies and the Astros.
Okay.
And then this year, the Dodgers hit the second most of any team in the league at 244, only second to the Yankees. And the Blue Jays were 13th in the league, and they hit 191.
Okay, and we're betting on the total home runs in the entirety of the series.
In the series.
Yep.
So part of it is also, which obviously no one knows, is how long is the series? How many games are they even going to play? Anywhere from 4 to 7. That makes it a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, that's
doesn't
interesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start thinking about this, and I'm going to send Jones my number. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. I am going to do the same thing because that's what we do now. We send Jones our number. I'm having a little... oh, there we go. Okay. I was having a technology issue. Yeah? Have you already sent it in? Are you locked?
No, I'm just still thinking.
Oh, you're... my God. My God, man. All right. I'm going to say... that
do we have to do... Hold on
I'm
a sec,
sending
Jones.
it into Jones.
Do we have to do full numbers?
No.
No.
It's funny you would ask that. I already sent mine in.
We're doing who's closer, right?
And...
yeah, who's closer?
yeah, I didn't do a full number, so that's funny you asked that.
All right.
I was hoping that would be a funny little trick, and then you were all over it too. It's weird.
All right, I'm thinking.
Just a funny little trick. Take your time. You know, it's like, sure the audience is got nothing better to do than watch you think about this.
My number is in.
All right. Bid lock. Let's find out what the bids are. They're going to be pretty close.
And we're going who's closer, right?
Yep.
Yep.
right.
So we've got Grant coming in with 13.
Wow.
Jonathan coming in with 17.1.
Oh, that 0.1 is really devastating. That's a devastating 0.1 now. That really sucks. I lose the push at 15.
Yeah.
Wow. What a terrible fucking decision that was. Well, I just learned something, didn't I? Why would I do that? I was just trying to distinguish if we both did 17. But that was stupid. That was really stupid. Oh, no. If it's 15, I'm going to break some shit. I'll tell you right now. Shit will get broken.
If you're going to break some shit,
camera.
can you set up your phone and to watch you break the shit so that we can see
I'm
it?
going to do it on the show. Don't worry. You see this glass? I got a very hard floor, and it will be smashed.
You're too
Among
cheap to
other
buy
things.
real
That
glasses.
is going to really. This is going to haunt
That's
me the
plastic.
whole fucking
It's not
series.
going to break. You're just going to watch it bounce off the ground. You're too cheap
This
to buy
is
actual
plastic.
glass.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Are you kidding?
It's not plastic.
This is from the IKEA collection.
It's the Prestige, the IKEA Prestige
It's from the
collection. It's $1 more.
collection.
It's $1 more.
All right. So,
oh my God. I feel like I do everything wrong in these things. I feel like every time I make a bad bet, even when I win, I don't know that I'm making good bets right now.
well, I don't know.
This is such
I mean,
an
this
example
is,
of screwing
this one is
everything
pretty high
up.
variance because it has to do with how long the series goes. So
I know.
I was guessing that the average Series is 5 games. I think the Dodgers are going to win in 5. A fair amount of time.
I don't think that's right. In my mind, I was going a little higher than that. I was thinking it's got to be more than 5. I don't know if it's 6, but it's more than 5. So I don't know. I was thinking 5.5 to 6.
So I basically took it seems like 2.5 is a general average for a game. So I added a half to that on 5 games. That's how I got to 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's how I got. I did 17 because I was thinking around 6 games, so I was going a little less than 3 games. So we were basically thinking the same thing. Just about you're thinking 5 games, I was thinking 6, which who the hell knows? Also, baseball's so freaking random. This could go 7 games, and it could be 9 home runs hit anyway. You know,
it could be
or
one
it could
home run hit, or there
like
could be 28 home runs hit. You know, like we don't know.
There could be 1,000 home runs hit, or there could be 0 home runs hit.
There's probably not going to be 1,000. I'm going to go with that.
There's probably not going to be 28 either, Grant.
It's closer than 1,000.
28, not happening.
All right, what odds on 28?
If they're both 0%, then it's not closer than 1,000. Then it's the same distance as 1,000.
Well, if it's 0%, will you give me 100 to 1 on 28 home runs or more?
I really want to right now. I'm afraid of Snap accepting this and then like thinking about it more, but like, oh God, no, it's totally possible because it really is just 4 home runs a game if we go 7 games, which still sounds impossible, but probably isn't 0%. I would give you. I guess I can't give you 10 to 1 as I think about it out loud. I would definitely give you a pretty good number.
I said 100
but 100 to 1 sounds crazy. What?
You said you wouldn't give me 10 to 1?
I can't give you 100. No, I'm thinking about 10 to 1 right now, actually. No. I'm trying to decide if 10 to 1's fair.
25 to 1, I'll take it right now.
Forget it. I'll give you 10 to 1. I'll give you 10 to 1.
25 to 1, I'm losing that bet over time, for sure. Like, that's a bad bet
I hope so. I don't really know. I just don't really know.
Well, that's what I don't know about. That's my lowest
stuff.
That'll go is 25 to 1.
All right, well, I guess we don't have a bet then.
I guess we don't have a bet, but we do have a bet about the number. Closer, 13 or 17.1.
Right. Why? Why 0.1? Why give up the push? It could cost me $50 worth of value. So annoying.
All right, Jones.
Everything wrong.
Jones, who do you think won this bet? Who do you think is likely to win this bet?
Disgusted.
With apologies to my family in Toronto, I think this is going to be a sweep, and I'm going to Grant and the Dodgers.
All right.
See, that's a dumb take. That's a terrible take. It's going to be a sweep. Do you know how random baseball is? A sweep is ridiculous to say. It's absurd.
Well,
there's so much randomness.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
How dare you? How dare you go with Grant?
I think you've listened to too many podcasts where they shit on the producer all day. I want to be nice to the producer. I want Jones to like me. I want him to be
on camera,
happy.
You know, this is like when you get the Chinese fortune, you have to say in bed at the end. For everything you say about him, it's like on camera. I want to be nice to the producer on camera.
Well, yeah.
I want people to see me being nice to Jones on camera.
I mean, once this show gets huge, there will become like the New York Times op-ed where Jones write like they were worse than Ellen DeGeneres by a lot. You know, like
no, he's going to release the video, all like the extra video that he's taking, because all we see is the video within the software that we're doing. But he can be doing a separate video as well, separate recording.
Oh yeah, it's all going to come out. Evidence. He's collecting a lot of evidence. That's what he's doing.
He's nodding. He's even nodding, like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to do that.
All right.
Obviously, I'm going to.
Let's find out who wins this bet.
Okay, come on.
Woo! What a World Series that was. Quite something, but guess what? Nobody gives a crap. All they care about are the results of our bet. Am I right, guys? Got to be right.
That's mostly what I cared about. It was maybe the greatest series of all time, but I was pretty caught up in the home runs personally.
Featuring maybe the greatest player of all time. Who gives a shit? And Jonathan are betting on home runs over here.
Listen, the number's 15.1. There were 15 home runs hit in inning 3 of Game 5. We were up to 15, and then the rest of Game 5 came and went, and then the rest of Game 6 came and went, and we were still on 15 as we went to Game 7 of the World Series. And I was burning inside thinking if this ends on fucking 15, I don't even know what's safe around me. Like, I'm like the Hulk forever at this point, you know? I will punch the space whale. I don't care.
I'm imagining you like picking up a piece of paper you have on your desk and trying to rip it, and it's sort of almost getting started.
Well, you know, napkins are notoriously actually much harder than they look like. They're very
manufacturing
thick.
On those things. People say that they don't manufacture things well anymore, but napkins, I mean, those are durable and sustainable. Yeah. All right, Jones, give us the official results.
Just tell us the answer.
Well, there is no God because there were home runs hit in Game 7, so the number is 19.
Whew.
That's too bad.
We were really. I actually did my best to calculate going into Game 6 what the chances were of me winning when I needed one home run with these two teams. And I figured it was about 92% to win going into Game 6. And then as it came and went, I was down to it was like 83% or something like that. And they hit a home run early. I think Bichette hit a home run like in the third inning. And so but it would have been incredible because the Dodgers hit a home run in the 11th inning to win the game, essentially. And if that could have been the home run, this would have been the greatest bet of all time. Instead it's just a wonderful win for this guy who did know what he was doing the whole time, clearly.
I'm not that bothered because I know how much pain you were in during this time. I know because you think you fucked the bet up, and I know that the whole interim between making the bet and the bet resolution, especially considering how it played out, was just you in just like skin-crawling agony, and that is worth way more than $100 to me. So here you go. Here's your $100.
Thank you. You're completely right. That is exactly what it was like. From the moment we made the bet, it's been captured in internet history, preserved in the internet archives. My regret, as soon as you said your number and I realized what I had done, trying to be cute, adding a 0.1 to it, just, it's so funny. Yeah, really funny. Really funny guy, or 0.2 or whatever I did. Really almost cost me the free roll. And I mean, I was just going to pull my hair out of my frickin' face. I mean, it was going to be...
I don't see any hair on your face. Did you shave or did you pull it out? I can't.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened to the hair, but it was
probably a shaving
sleepless
because
nights.
I saw you with that napkin, and I don't think you could physically pull the hair out of your face. You might.
Maybe the hair is
assistance from
limp,
a machine.
though. The limp hair.
Oh, the little itty bitties. Yeah.
Also, if you get one of those hair pulling machines that you put up on your face and it just jerks it out, that counts as pulling your hair out. Right?
Hair pulling machines.
Yeah, those little. They look like a razor, but instead they grab on it and go and just pull it directly out. Just I think it's called the deep pluck. The deep pluck 6000.
You were making this. You
am I making this up?
Yeah.
Do you want to bet on that too?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Okay, you want to bet $100 on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's bet.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
It's on the internet. It's a bet.
Damn it! When we're in the same room together, I'll actually I'll put my hand out to shake, even to try and get him to get him to back down, and then he will never back down. Though he always puts his hand out too, and it sucks. I always have to pull away at the last second.
All right. Well, anyway. Whatever. You win this one.
It feels great.
I'm going to get you next time. I'm going to get.
Hey, I'm up 3-2. I'm beating you 3-2. Jones? How are you doing in the overall?
I believe I am 3-2 as well.
Oh, so you and me, buddy. It's team.
Yeah, we'll see.
Team this.
We'll see.
Versus
I'm a late
that.
bloomer. I am a late bloomer. Just look out. I'm gonna crush in the end. The end.
I believe in you. I think you've played this better than me so far, but I happen to be up 3-2. I like all your sides better than I like my sides, essentially, so far. So well done.
Oh.
But at least I get to spend your money.
We'll see.
That's the best part about this.
But I'm sending you this money, but don't spend it right away.
Yeah.
Just don't spend it right away. That's my warning to you, Levy. It's my threat. I'm gonna come get it back.
I don't gotta be what you wanted me to be. I just gotta be living life wild and free. I don't really care if y'all don't like me. Take a seat. Oh, I don't gotta see what you wanted me to see. Got my own perspective and it's working well for me.